It's going to be a combination of cardio and strength. So each and every block is going to have 3 cardio moves and then a repeating strength move. What is it asking us for? A sturdy chair, couch, or stool, and 2 medium objects or weights. Blocks 1, 3, and 5 are going to be total body. Blocks 2 and 4 will be core. We'll play with that timed cardio efforts as well. We'll go ahead and get that warm up going. To look at it, if you have not started your fancy watch, feel free to go ahead and do so, because no one likes missing out on those points, especially if you are in competition. Okie dokie. So there's the workout. Share this. Oh, there's Michelle. I was like, are you, Kathleen and Michelle, taking turns? Like one of you gets one day and the other gets the other day. Joint custody of Mel. I appreciate it. Okay, full screen. Unmute. Do.
Today's the day you take that first step towards meeting that big goal. Let's go.
What's up, Orange Nation? I'm Coach Jen from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm so excited to be a part of today's OTF at-home workout. Make certain you've got your heart rate monitor on. It's connected to that app so you can see your performance on your phone or at home just like you would in the studio. We'll start with a 4-minute dynamic warm-up, prepping the body for the work that's coming your way. 4 exercises, 1 minute apiece. You are going to want a mat or a towel. We're going to start with a cobra swing. Lie down on your mat, belly down. Hands are going to rest right on that low back. We'll lift the chest, extend the arms out wide, and then overhead. Return those arms, lower the chest. Lift up and extend. Bring those arms all the way in the front, long fingers, and then lower back down. Option here, hands right underneath those shoulders. Lift that torso and lower back down. 1 minute there. Second exercise, T-spine rotation. 30 seconds each way. Knees in line with your hips, belly button pulled towards the spine, wrist in line with your shoulder. We're going to extend the arm wide, hands just behind the ears. Rotate that elbow towards that wrist and then up towards the ceiling. You want to make sure your eyes are following that elbow. We've got 30 seconds each side, really warming up the torso here.
I'll tell you when we
Third
switch.
exercise is a squat to stand. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We'll drop down into that squat. Elbows come in towards the knees, pressing open those knees so we can really warm up those hips. Hands towards the floor as we shoot the hips towards the ceiling, stretching out those hamstrings. Lower down into that squat, keeping that proud chest. Lift up those hips towards the ceiling. Final minute is going to be good old-fashioned jumping jacks. Bring the arms up overhead as we extend those feet wide. Your pace here, option step it outside to side. 4-minute dynamic warm-up. Let's get to work.
Be soothing, dulcet tones. So remember, nope, you guys are doing those cobra swings. There we go. Just move. I'll tell you when it's time to go. There you go, guys. Halfway through those cobra swings. Then we'll move to a T-spine rotation. If it's too much on that lower back or on that neck here in the cobra swing, like she said, just go ahead and put your hands right here at the side of the chest and lift and lower. It can be a lot if we're throwing that head. So think about squeezing through the middle of the back. We got 15. And all fours position, T-spine rotation. So what's your T-spine? That's the part of the spine right in the middle, what hangs up between those shoulder blades. Ten seconds, we'll flip sides. hand, switch it up. Plant that opposite hand. Open and close through the armpit. Just like Coach Jen said, keep your eyes on that elbow to make sure we're turning through the entire spine. Keep the hand planted on the ground, fingers spread wide, finding the entire palmar surface in the floor. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rock it onto those toes and stand it up. We'll go ahead and hinge it over. Find those fingers down towards those toes. Drop that booty down and lift those hips. Ooh. So it's not necessarily a full stand as much as it is a hamstring stretch. So we're not bringing ourselves forward into the toes. Think about keeping that chest up and sit it back. If it's too much, guys, honestly, take it right here to a squat and hinge it to a stand. It's a lot of flexibility needed. And maybe our knees just aren't that awake this morning. 15. And like she said, regular old God-given gym class jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. We jump. Having trouble with that jump? Step instead. Try to keep those arms as straight as possible. Any kind of shoulder injury, we can always take it into a bent elbow jack. Change it up. More than halfway through. Nice, team, nice. 15 seconds, let's guarantee that that heart rate's up. 5. And relax, nice job. Let's talk about block number 2. Block number 2, ooh, Coach Sherilyn from Reno, Nevada. We're gonna find ourselves 8 minutes of work here. What's gonna happen is the times are gonna flip-flop. We're gonna start with the longest cardio and the shortest strength. Then by the end of it, we will have the longest strength, the shortest cardio. 3 rounds of strength. Each and every time we hit the strength, the time is going to double. Therefore, our reps should double. If you are terrible at counting, you just need to move the entire time that we're supposed to move. So what's going to happen here, team? It's all the words that she's explaining, I promise. Things, stuff. So 2 minutes of a broad jump to shuffle. We've done this a couple of times before. You're going to drive through those heels, drive through those hips, explode the entire body forward, and shuffle back, shuffle, 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 shuffle. 2 minutes total, guys. That's a long time. So remember, take your pacing into consideration before you get started in a sprint. If you need to, take a big giant step forward and then shuffle it back. So our strength exercise is going to be alternating lateral lunge with a curl to a press. So let's walk it all the way out. Double dumbbell, somewhere in that 12, probably 15s maybe, depending on what's going on in your body. Take it into that lateral lunge. She's talking about stacking the knee. You know all those words. We're going to curl and we're going to press. That is 1. We take it to the other side. There you go, Sherilyn. Okay. So the first time we do them is going to be 30 seconds. The second time we do them is going to be a minute. Third time we do them is going to be 2 minutes. So if we get 5 reps in that 30 seconds, you're looking to get 10. You're then looking to get 20. We will now have speed skaters to a triple high knee. So let's watch through again. All kinds of new fun exercises in here. So she's going to explode to the side. Come on, Sherilyn. Explode. There you go. Now 1, 2, that foot is already in the air to move. Once you get into the rhythm, it'll start to make sense. We got 1 minute of work. We'll then move back to those alternating lateral lunges with a curl to press. We will then find ourselves moving through box jumps. That is a jump up onto that stair. If you cannot jump onto the object that you have, we can always use the step up instead. If you have stairs in your house, you can use those as well, exploding through the hips. She's got a really low chair. It's pretty impressive that she has it. Maybe it's a backyard chair. 30 seconds of box jumps, we'll take 15 seconds of rest, and then we'll do those curl suppresses. I promise, once the pattern starts, it'll make sense, and then we're actually doing this in block number 3 and block number 5. There you go, Cece. So it'll make sense, the pattern, just as we continue on. It's one of those funky ones, but we'll get through it. Make sure those 2 medium to heavy weights are with you somewhere close by. We're starting with 2 minutes of broad jumps to shuffle, 15 seconds of recovery. Let's get after it, team, in 3, 2, 1, begin. Jump it forward and shuffle it back. So again, if that jump is too much for you, we can take a big broad jump and shuffle back, alternating which foot we take that big old step with. If we need to, we can take 2 little hops as well. Still getting that cardio response, but a little less pressure on those knees. There you go, team. That's 1 minute down. Keep it up. There you go. Solid and steady. Come on, friends, come on. "15 seconds. Then we'll slow down that heart rate. Work on that strength. Come on, 5. 1 more. And rest. We have 15 seconds of rest. Breathe. Make sure you have those weights though for that alternating lunge, the curl to the press. Only 30 seconds of work here. We're not going to get through a whole lot, but that's okay. Begin. Count your repetitions so we can try to double down in that 1 minute effort. If you've already forgotten, it's okay. I don't judge. And rest. We got 15 seconds of rest. So the speed skater do a triple knee. I'm going to screw it up so badly, I know I am. So we'll take it out. We'll go knee, knee, come up and out. Begin. Learn the pattern and then speed it up. You don't have to start out super fast. Come on, more than halfway through. I don't want to say anything and compliment you guys for having the rhythm because I know it'll screw everyone up. You guys do look awesome. Come on. And rest. We have 15 seconds. That's why everything stopped. 15 seconds, then we're going that alternating lunge to curl to press. We have 1 minute this time. Try to meet or beat twice of your previous reps, or just try to move for the entire minute. That's okay too. Begin. Remember, we're not throwing our lower back into it. Keep that tailbone tucked underneath. You're not swinging the weights up. Take a quick inventory, guys. Look down at those toes. What's happening with them? Are they in an 11 or have we taken it out into a Y? Remember, the feet need to be parallel to keep the knees facing forward to keep the body safe. Press off the outside of the foot. That baby toe pushes into the ground. There you go, Michelle. Nice. Love it, Kathleen. Get creative, girl. You got this. Okie dokes. And box, 15 seconds. Get ready for those box jumps, whether we're jumping on a bench, whether we're jumping on a couch, whether we're just doing a tuck jump. So again, you don't have anything to jump on. Just come right here. Bring those knees up, 30 seconds. It'll tire you out, I promise. Begin. Box jumps. Come on, 30 seconds. I don't know if my bench is secure enough for this. We'll see what happens. If you guys hear a loud crash, you know that it didn't work the way I wanted it to. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. And relax, we got 15. So what's gonna happen now, guys? You have 2 minutes, 2 minutes of that curl to press with the alternating lateral lunge. Can you get twice as many as you did for that 1 minute? 4 times as many as the 30 seconds. Begin. Oh, there's a press in there. Darn it. It's nice when you know rep yourself. There you go, team. 2 minutes. That's some endurance kind of work. But I promise once we get through these 2 minutes, so you can tell by the timer in the upper right-hand corner, block number 1 will be done. Nice, team. We got about 1 minute. Again, do not arch through the lower back. We're not sticking out those Shakira booties. Tuck it up and in. Squeeze through the middle. Let's go. We're looking for those sexy summer shoulders. Because we know once we get back out to reality, it'll be beach time. Come on, guys, come on. 30 seconds. Come on, team, come on. These are the moments we change. This is when we get better. 10 seconds. And done. Congratulations. You made it through block number 1. The patterning for 3 and 5 will be exactly the same. It'll kind of start to make sense. So, block number 2. I don't know why it says that it's 8 minutes long. Block number 2 is 3 minutes long. And we are going to go leg raise to hip raise for 30 seconds of work with 15 seconds of recovery, 4 rounds through. So, as you see, Jake with the good sideburns. He's a rock and roller. You can tell by all the speakers. Guitar.
Hometown in my hometown. Woo!
Right? Oh, fun. Okie dokies. Oh, it is Albuquerque. Nice. Weird Al sings a whole song about it if you're bored. So, leg raise to hip raise. We should talk about the exercise instead of Weird Al, though he's much more fascinating. Ooh, I didn't notice his man bun. Oh, Coach Jake. So if we need to, we can always bend those knees instead, just driving those knees up. Remember, you're not using your hips to bring the legs in, but instead you're using your lower abdominals. Press your belly button so deep to the floor that your legs just lift up off the ground. 30 seconds. Let's lay down, team. We're going to start and begin. 30 seconds. Leg raise to hip raise. Too much, you bend those knees. Oh my God, Jake looks like me when he rests. You guys see it? He's just playing drums on his tummy. How fun is that? Five seconds. And rest, we got 15. Amanda F., when you want to go visit Albuquerque to see your roots, I'll come with you. We'll go take Coach Jake's class, okay?
And deal.
And begin. On that leg raise, rest your head down. You don't have to hold that static crunch. Remember, we're not bringing the feet beyond the face. The hips come to 90 and we pop straight up. More than halfway through. And rest. 2 rounds down, that means we just have 2 to go. Let's get after it. 2, 1, begin. So again, work as hard as we can to keep those hips at 90 when we come into that raise. Don't let the legs swing forward. That takes the lower tush off the ground and it makes us stop working those lower abdominals and start using those hip flexors. Press the hips into the ground, lift, and then lower with control. Make sure you're not gonna run into anything. We got 5. And rest. We got 15 seconds of recovery. Then we're gonna find the final one. In 2, 1, begin. This is only 30 seconds of work. You guys just crushed 2-minute efforts 2 times over. So come on. Dig a little bit deeper. We only have 15. Last 5. And done. We rest for 15 because we get to talk about block number 3. So just like I said before, block number 3 is going to be the same pattern from block number 1. We'll start with the longest effort at 2 minutes, and we'll work our way shorter with the cardio, longer with the hip or with the strength exercise. So cardio is going to be the same: broad jump to shuffle, speed skater to triple high knee, and box jumps. What's going to be new? That hip bridge chest press to double crunch. Oh my God, that's a lot of words, Mel. I know, it totally is. It's cool. We'll figure it out together. So, hip bridge chest press to double crunch. Feet are hip distance apart. Heels are about 12 to 18 inches from the derriere. Double dumbbells or those medium weights. So we're going to start with those hips up to the sky. That is the hip bridge portion. Chest press, we're going to double dumbbells, bend the elbows. That's a really weird way to do a chest press. Like, she seems super squished in through those elbows, and it might be where the couch is, but just be aware that the elbows are coming out from a 90-degree angle. Okay, so as we can see, what is going to happen, and we'll review it again because there are a lot of pieces to this one, sister girl. We are going to start with that hip bridge. Hips up in the air. We're going to press the weights to the sky. Bring the weights into the chest. Come down to the ground with the hips. Go ahead and give it a double crunch. Everything extends out for one more double crunch. Heels go down to the ground. We lift the hips up. We press the weights up. If you cannot lift the hips up, she's demonstrating it with no hip bridge. So again, there's so many words. Just look at the picture. I won't judge you because I'm probably going to look at the picture like 6 times. But we're going to start with the broad jump to shuffle, 2 minutes of work, 30 seconds of recovery, and then we'll get down onto the ground. Any questions, guys? Let's get after it in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Broad jump to shuffle. Come on. Broad and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Two minutes of sustained effort. So again, a little more tortoise than hare, but continuing to drive yourself into that uncomfortable space. Come on up on just about halfway. Come on, team, come on. Come on, team, come on. This is it. Digging deep. 30 seconds and we'll get to take a break. $15 of fun, come on. Last 5. And rest. We got 15 seconds of rest. So let's get down to the ground with those double dumbbells. We got that hip bridge, chest press to double crunch. Woo, so many words. So hips are off the ground and we do a chest press. We turn the weights to the chest, release the hips. We give it a double crunch. Everything extends out. We give it a double crunch. Heels down, hips up, arms up, release, repeat. And rest. We got 15 seconds, guys. Then we're gonna take it into that speed skater with a triple step. Remember that one?
That is a super awkward combination.
And begin. I wasn't trying to imply that when she was demoing it out, but yes, Amanda F., you are 1000% right. When we have 2 minutes of it, I feel like the patterning is gonna work better. But that 30 seconds, whew. Come on, get those knees up. Come on, guys, you got less than 15. And relax. Well, conveniently now, we have 1 minute of that hip bridge, chest press to double crunch. So if you got like 2 in that previous round, like me, because it didn't make any sense, you can easily get to 4 here in this minute effort. Smiles on your faces, team. You know how to do it. Begin. So again, if you can't see the TV, I'll walk you through it. Hips are up, press the weights to the sky. Weights to the chest, double crunch, extend it all out. double crunch, heels down, hips up, weights to the chest, hips down, crunch, everything out, crunch, heels down, hips up, weights to the sky. There you go, team, we're more than halfway through. It's okay, Amanda, I can't make it work. And rest, you got 15.
Not off band.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if I got 4 reps in there. Okay. Box jumps, let's get to it. Again, if we need to, we can step it up instead. And begin. There you go, guys, in 2, 1, back down to the ground. So we got all those motions, or we got 15 seconds, then we have all those motions. I'm not gonna talk you through it again because it just gets discombobulating. If you start to screw up the pattern like I did, if you try to press your hips and the weights at the same time, nobody's gonna judge, it's fine. I can't see most of you anyway. Begin. 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. Nice, Cece. I know, it's okay, Amanda, just dance. Just dance. Nice, Kathleen, nice, Michelle. There you go, Melissa, keep it up, guys. So it's 30 seconds down. Hopefully we've gotten at least 1 repetition. Oh, this is why I don't take step aerobics classes, because I have no rhythm. I don't understand patterning. Team, we got about 30 seconds. Come on, last 10. Ooh. Hips. And 2, 1, and done. Nice job, guys. We're now moving on to block number 4 of 5. Again, it's gonna be a quick little 3-minute block of core burden. We're gonna take it into a side plank hip dip to rotation. Ooh, 30 seconds of work and 15 seconds of recovery. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna come down on our elbow and forearm. We're gonna dip that hip low down to the ground. Okay, so the words that she's saying, make sure the shoulder's on top of that elbow. Make sure the hand is here supported. Those feet can be next to each other. They can be railroaded. We can always drop that one knee down. So we're going to drop the hip down, squeeze it up, and then we're going to bring that elbow towards the hand. Open it back up. Go ahead and drop it down with that hip and raise it back up. If we need to, we can always take that knee down to the ground here for the rotation as well. Remember, you're going to have to turn onto that toe. 15 seconds of recovery in between. It's going to be 4 rounds through. Anyone have any questions? Awesome sauce. And 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, come on, Miss Sherilyn. There we go. So again, 30 seconds, we hip dip. I know it says on the left, I don't really care. You can do it on one side. We'll flip it over. We'll get both sides in, don't worry. A little less than 10. And relax, flip it over to the other side. We got 15 seconds. Palms down, hips up, and dip, and twist. Again, if we need to, bring that knee down to the ground. If we want to go ahead and railroad those feet first, it makes it a little bit easier, a little bit more stable and wider a base. Play with the different positionings, figure out what works and doesn't work for you. A little more than halfway through. And relax. We got 15 seconds. We're going back to the first side. There you go, friends. 2, 1. Begin. Lift it up and twist. Just 30 seconds of work. I got faith in you. If that shoulder's starting to hurt, it's probably because we've let the body run away from it. Go ahead and make sure that that shoulder is sitting right on top of that elbow to keep that joint stable and safe. And relax. Flipping it over. We got this, guys, the final round. And begin. There you go, team, more than halfway through. Just 3, 2, 1, and done. 15 seconds, and then this block is over. We have one more. I'm pretty sure it's just one more. Let me double check before I get all sassy. No, there's 2 more, but it's okay. We will totally do it. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. Coach Jake from Albuquerque visiting us once more. We're going to start, you guys, 8-minute block. We're going to start with that broad jump to shuffle for 2 minutes, and then we'll have 15 seconds of recovery. Our exercise in between is going to be wide mountain climber to plank jack to child's pose. You thought that first one was good, Manda? Woo! Round number 1 will have 30 seconds. Round number 2 will be a minute. Round number 3 will, again, be 2 minutes long. So watching Mr. Jake here because I want to watch through it as well. Okay, so wide mountain climber means the foot comes to the outside of the hand. We're going to do 1 on each side. We then are going to plank jack it open, bend our knees, sit our booty back into our child's pose. Not sure why we're taking a child's pose in between, but whatever, let's take it. So wide mountain climber, plank jack child's pose. Shift it forward. If you guys really just want to do like a blast off push up and not actually go to child's pose, I don't blame you, but understand round number 3 will be that 2 minutes of work. So if we don't have any questions without much ado, we'll go ahead and get started. We got 2 minutes of those broad jump to the shuffle. Again, if you need to, take a big step and stand in 3, 2, 1, begin. I like that Jake and I timed that together. That was special. Oh my God, his box is a cinder block. How rock star is Coach Jake? Man. He also has those really long legs for that broad jump. Don't be intimidated by how far he can take it forward. There you go, guys. There you go. Again, if those knees say no more, big giant step and step back. 1 minute down. Come on, guys, think of what a 2-minute push should feel like. How uncomfortable do you need to be in these next 45 seconds to feel like you earned that 15-second rest? Less than 30. Come on, keep it up. The final 15 are upon us. And rest, we got 15 seconds. And then we're gonna figure it out. Wide mountain climber to plank jack to child's pose. I'm not trying to speak to you like children. I'm trying to actually figure out what the hell we're doing myself. Okay, begin. Wide mountain climber. Plank jack, knees down, butt down, shift it forward. Plank it up, mountain climber. Plank jack, knees down, hips down, shift it forward, plank it up. There's a reason that I haven't downloaded TikTok, guys. And 5. Rest, we got 15. Not gonna lie, I did not count at all. I have no idea how many I did. So, understand that they have the wrong picture for the next exercise. Speed skater to triple knee. Oh, they changed it. How weird is that? Let's go. Speed skater to triple knee. Come on. It wasn't the box jumps that it was when it's paused. That's even extra stranger. Okay, whatever. It's okay. I'm not gonna lie. Orange Theory is doing a pretty amazing job putting these out on the fly each and every week. Whew. Usually, workouts that we go to you guys in the studio have been through about 6 months of testing before they ever come to you guys. So the fact that they're just kind of doing this, it's pretty stinking amazing. Keep it up. Not even that. 5. And rest. Oh, I don't know why that picture's wrong, but it's okay. 15 seconds of rest. We're again coming into our mountain climber. This time, let's try to step it forward with the other leg or alternate if we weren't doing it before. And begin. Step, plank, jack, knees down, butt down, shift, up, step. Oh man. More than halfway through. We'll take you to those box jumps. I know you're sad that we haven't done them. A little, oh. So to get to talking. Come on, team, you got less than 15, just about 10. And rest, you got 15 seconds of rest. We'll take into those box jumps. Again, you don't have anything to jump on, just do a knee tuck. Two, 1, begin. Jump it up, we got 30 seconds. Then we're gonna find the final rest of this block. Then we'll have a quick little 3-minute burner. Come on, 5 seconds. And relax, we got 15. Then we got that final one. Last time with a wide mountain climber to plank jack to child's pose. Let's try to alternate which one steps forward on this round. 2 minutes, begin. Constant movement, guys. Yeah, that child's pose in there is recovery. You shouldn't need to stop between the other moves. Leslie, you're like me and forget every time what you're supposed to do. Come on, guys. We got less than a minute. Come on, guys, come on. Just push yourselves a little bit harder. We're so close to that finish line. Just about 15. Oh, man. And we're almost there. Come on, 10 seconds. 10 little ones. Let's get at least one more in there. And rest. Coach Jen here with the final block. So, 3 minutes of fun, guys. Think of this as the cardio finisher. We are going to start with broad jumps to a shuffle. We have speed skaters to a triple high knee when we have box jumps. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. No rest in between. We're gonna burn straight through. And then we're gonna stretch it out. You guys excited about the last 3 minutes? Yay! Let's go. Broad jump, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Come on. You did this for 2 minutes. Two times over already. 3 times over already. You guys can do it for 1 minute. Come on. If the answer is, but Coach Mel, my knees will not. It's okay. Hips, knees, and ankles. I don't judge. That anatomy says no. You change it up. You can still get that cardio response with a big old leap and step. Come on, we're a little more than halfway through. Come on. 5 seconds. Then we're going to that lateral lunge. Sorry, speed skater. And begin. Hop. 1, 2, 3. Oops. I can't. I'm so bad with coordination. 30 seconds. So I'm lucky I only have to demo usually 2 to 3 good reps for you guys. Then I don't have to worry about it. Come on. Just 20 seconds and we'll hit that box jump. With only 60 seconds of box jumps, we are so close to that finish line. It'd be silly to give up now, wouldn't it? Remember, they're high knees, not just toe jumps. There you go, man. Nice, Aaron. Nice, Chris and Chrissy. This is it. Box jumps right into it, guys. Whatever you're jumping up on, whatever you're stepping on it, right into it. Don't wait. Don't hang out. Don't look around. You know what you're jumping on. Go. There you go. This is it, team. "30 seconds. Like Coach Kristen says, you can do anything for 30 seconds. Alternate which one we're jumping down with. Make sure those heels are all the way on. 15 seconds, pick up that pace. Five seconds. And done. Nice job, guys. We're gonna pause this. We're gonna stay standing up. We're gonna start by stretching out through the chest. I'm gonna plug in my computer, so grab a quick drink if you need one. A little sip of water. Stop the share. Plug in the computer. Turn you guys back to center so you don't have to see the clock. Okay, so let's start. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Sweep the hands behind, interlace the fingers, drop the knuckles to the floor, roll the shoulders back and down. So a lot of times we think of this being a chest opener, but it's really a stretch for the shoulders. We should feel it across the front side of the shoulder, kind of through here as that little bit of outward rotation happens. Think about squeezing the palms together. Think about squeezing the elbows together. Release it out. Now we will come into a chest stretch. Arms come straight out, palms face towards one another like you were a seal. Inhale, sweep the arms back. Open up through the chest. This should feel good after all those push-ups yesterday. Think about pressing the hips forward as we pull the belly button in. So we're not arching through the spine, but finding that good flat back like we were pressed against a wall. Go ahead and take it up tall. Right hand comes to the top of the back. Left hand finds the elbow. Reach those fingers to the sky and switcheroo. Left hand finds the top of the back. Right hand finds the elbow. Tuck the tailbone underneath, eyes out on the horizon. Go ahead and release it out. Take the hands to the hips. Step the left foot forward, about a foot ahead of where it is. Reach those arms out into our Frankenstein hands. Squeeze the right hip around. So much so that we feel like we're actually turning to the left. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Reach it forward till your body says no more, and then fold. Hands to thighs, to shin, fingers to the foot, to the floor. Press the left hip back. Squeeze the right hip forward. Press both heels into the ground. Think about taking the top of your head to the top of your foot. Engage that right leg. Squeeze up through that quadricep by pulling the knee towards the hip. Press out through the right hip. One vertebrae at a time. Let's go ahead and roll it all the way up. Bring those feet hip distance apart, and then step that right foot forward again. About 8 to 12 inches. Go ahead and reach it up. Shift it forward. Hold it down. Hand to thigh, shin or fingers to the floor. So again, think about squeezing that left hip down. Think about pressing that right hip back. Press both heels down. Press all the air out of your belly by pulling the belly button deep in. Instead of reaching with your chin, tuck the chin to the chest. Let the top of the head sink to the floor. Keep straightening that right leg by shifting those hips to the wall behind you. Challenge the vertebrae, or challenge the balance. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Step that right foot back with the feet hip distance apart. Inhale, circle sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive it all the way down. Fingers to the floor, bend those knees if we need to. Right foot goes back, knee down. Left foot goes back, knee down. Untuck the toes, high knee to heels. Child's pose. Inhale, look forward, shoulders over, wrist, kneeling plank. Exhale, lower it down. We're gonna go and press through those hands, lift that chest up. Release through the butt cheeks. Stretch out through the abdominals. Release it out. We're gonna roll it over onto our backs. Extend those arms out into our lowercase t arms. I'll go ahead and angle my computer. I'm gonna bring it down to me. Actually angling will probably be better. So, arms are out in the lowercase t. We're gonna bring both knees into the chest, twist both knees to the left-hand side. The knees come to the ground if available. If not, we can always bring them up here, whatever's good for us. Goal is to keep that right shoulder down to the ground. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right thigh and reach out with those right fingers. Exhale all the air out of the belly and twist just a little bit deeper. Relax into the twist. Let your body melt into the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, bring it through midline. And take it to the other side. Again, the goal is always to keep both shoulders attached to the floor, reaching out through those hands like we had puppy dogs pulling us to either sides of the room. Some of us actually may, I understand. Again, we twist by exhaling all the air out of the belly and sinking to the floor a little bit more. Stop thinking about the emails, stop thinking about whatever else we have to do today, and enjoy these 2 breaths right here, right now. Bring it back through midline. Then we're gonna roll ourselves all the way over into our all fours position. One good cat and cow. Exhale, arch it up. Inhale, scoop it through. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Walk it back and roll it up. Shoulders down in your back pockets, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Round of applause for yourself, round of applause for your neighbors.